As a survivor and advocate in the DV space, I work in so many systems that silence victims. Family court being one of them. Grace, how shocked were you when you first realised that the court system made it impossible to speak out about your abuse, and what steps must survivors take to be heard?
I do want to bring the rest of the panel in, but Grace.
I mean, it goes back to what I said about the importance of truth. You know, it's so important that we can speak, because when victims are silenced, I mean, the abuse itself is characterised by degradation, disempowerment, and you know, feeling like you have no voice, you have no say, and that saying no doesn't matter. It falls on deaf ears because abusers don't care, right?
Absolutely.
So it's so important. But it's more so than anything, it's important that we empower each other. You know, I'm incredibly proud of Australia for embracing this issue. I'm still sort of in a state of disbelief, you know, from being a silenced abuse survivor to having this platform that I intend to use to welcome all the other survivors to join me in talking about this like we talk about mental health, right? It's so important. The second part of your question was about... Could you repeat it?
The steps that survivors need to take to be able to be heard. What do we need to do, in your opinion, to be able to move forward?
We need to continue the conversation. That's where it starts. It starts with opening up and connecting with each other, really. It's as simple as that. And I think where I get stumped sometimes when I'm asked these questions is, these are not explosive revelations. These are common sense ideas. We need to be there for each other. You know, it's okay to not know how to respond. These are very serious, heavy issues, of course, and they're very uncomfortable. But I always try to remind people that bystanders or people who are listening to a survivor who's disclosing, that there is nothing more uncomfortable than the abuse itself. And it is, in fact, a great privilege to listen to a disclosure, because as you identified, it's so hard to tell the story, and you can probably see me sometimes when I'm talking in these pressured situations, my trauma brain just wants to shut off because it just doesn't want me to revisit this topic. So it's about encouraging each other to create these safe conditions, these welcoming conditions in society where people do feel like it's okay and it's not shameful to talk about the things that they've been through. We're all human beings. Did we forget that?